Hi, blockchain is a technology that is here and it's going to be with us for a long time because it's based on the trust. And I think that is a perfect partner for Dynamics 365. I want to show you how both can communicate and can do a good job, a good team. For that, I will use the Azure tools that are listed here. The ERP Dynamics 365 for finance. Power Apps, finally I haven't done it. I received today an email saying that the environment is going to be closed. So I decided to record this video for at least to have a history of what I've done. Uh, of course, I use the Azure blockchain workbench from Microsoft. And for the communications from the server, I just use the eventgrid to catch the event and logic up to communicate from the blockchain to the ERP. The case study that I've used is a very basic one. I haven't had enough time to do a more complex, but it's enough to see how both can communicate. We have an initial uh, company, for example, that wants to do a change request for a contract or for anything and send this request to the other part who decide if it wants to approve or deny. Okay. The thing is that this is launched from the ERP. I've used the project contract part of the ERP, and it's supposed that with a power up that as I said I haven't had time to do it. It calls a power flow or automate that is it's working already. That is going to create the chain request that in fact is creating the blockchain contract in the workbench. Once the contract is created, the other part can reply to this contract, and when the reply is done, this event is going to be caught by the event grid through a logic hub that at the end will update the Dynamics 365 project contract. This is the environment of the ERP Dynamics 365 for finance and operation. We are in the project contract form, and we are going to use the the project number 1. As I haven't had enough time, we are just going to change the name of the contract to see the status of the reply for the blockchain contract. This is the blockchain workbench. The last contract is the number 24. We have two members, the one that is creating the change request and the other one that is answering. It is a very powerful thing. Why this is a contract that I create. It has just 3 functions: the send request, who create the contract with the initial state, and in this case I have 2 functions: the approve or the deny, who change the state to deny and to approve. We can insert here all the logic that we want. So think about the possibilities of this tool. So if we had the power up here, I just launch it and it would call this flow. I've done it now manually. This flow will call a store procedure in the SQL database. we'll call another store procedure to get the user chain identifier, and we will at the end we call the service bus to send information to create the contract in Azure Workbench blockchain. We have many variables and a message with a value because the contract, in our case, I send the company number, company name, and the control number. Okay, this is a demo environment in Contoso. So I send the contract. I create the contract. Sorry. So if I go to the workbench, it would appear the new contract. So if it is created, as it has only 2 steps, this is on the half, and I can do any other action. So now this is the other part of the contract, the person that's going to approve or deny. But before, I'm going to show you the logic app that is created. It is based on eventgrid to catch the chain of the contract, and in with the values of this event, I do a switch to decide what to do. I understand the GSOM, and I go to another function and another switch, sorry, that's going to be depending on the function name. If the function name of that is executed is a deny function, I will get the record on Dynamics 365 and I will update the field, the name of the contract, and if it's approved, the request, I will also do the same steps, but I will change the name with a deny name. So let's see how it works. I go to the person that's going to answer. Okay, I can take 2 actions. Approve deny. If I deny, I paste the company name and the contract number because the time I've had, sorry. And if I go to the Dynamics 365, it changes the name to the company name, the contract name, and the status. And that's what I wanted to show you. So we have seen how we can communicate from Dynamics 365 to the workbench, and how we can communicate from the workbench to Dynamics 365. So thank you very much for your attention.